August 25th, 2001. A small Cessna 402B sits on a runway in the Bahamas, its engines humming in the humid night air. Aaliyah, the princess of R&B, is about to board. She's just 22, her star burning brighter than ever after filming her Rock the Boat music video. But something feels wrong. The plane is small, too small. Her team's equipment is heavy, the crew is restless, and whispers of danger linger. Was this just a tragic accident? Or was Aaliyah's death orchestrated by powerful forces who wanted her silenced? Welcome to The Honest American. I'm John, and today we're diving deep into the mystery of Aaliyah's plane crash. Accident or sabotage by industry elites? Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's uncover the truth together. Was a phenomenon. At 14, her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, shook the music world, selling 3 million copies. By 2001, her self-titled album, Aaliyah, hit number 2 on the Billboard charts. She was more than a singer. She was a dancer, a model, an actress starring in Romeo Must Die and Queen of the Damned.
That's right, I did. I don't know, I guess I was just trying to get back at you.
Her voice, smooth and soulful, redefined R&B. But behind the glamour, dark shadows loomed. Aaliyah's early career was tangled with R. Kelly, her mentor and producer, who illegally married her when she was just 15. The marriage was annulled, but the scars remained. Aaliyah rarely spoke of it, calling Kelly a bad man. Was her silence a threat to someone powerful? Did she know too much? The industry was watching her every move. The day of the crash was chaotic. Aaliyah and her team were in the Bahamas, wrapping up the Rock the Boat video shoot. The plan was to fly back to Miami on August 26th, but they finished early. Eager to get home, they switched to a smaller Cessna 402B, operated by Black Hawk International Airways. The plane was a problem from the start. It was designed for 7 passengers, but 9 people boarded, along with heavy video equipment. The aircraft was 700 pounds over its weight limit, according to the National Transportation Safety Board. Pilot Luis Morales III argued with Aaliyah's crew about the excess weight. He warned them it wasn't safe, but they insisted. Why the rush? Who pushed for this flight? Something doesn't add up. Aaliyah was a nervous flyer. She hated small planes. That day she was uneasy, complaining of a headache. According to Kingsley Russell, a 13-year-old baggage handler whose family ran a local taxi business, Aaliyah refused to board the plane. She retreated to a taxi van, lying down in the back seat to rest. Then something chilling happened. Russell claims a member of her entourage gave her a pill, allegedly a sedative, and a glass of water. Aaliyah took it, fell into a deep sleep, and was carried onto the plane, unconscious. Who gave her that pill? Why was she drugged? This detail, revealed in Kathy Iandoli's book, Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah, changes everything. Was Aaliyah silenced before the plane even took off? The Cessna lifted off at 6:50 p.m. from Marsh Harbor Airport. Within seconds, it nosedived into a marsh, 200 feet from the runway. The plane's wings shattered. The engine and landing gear tore apart. Aaliyah and 5 others died instantly. 3 more, including her bodyguard, Scott Gallen, died soon after. Gallen's final words were about Aaliyah, asking if she was okay.
Friends and family packed the Lakeside Memorial Funeral Home for bodyguard Scott Gallant, as much in memory of Gallant,
you know, he died a hero, and we all knew he was a hero from day one,
as for his teenage son, Lyle.
His biggest thing in life was his son, Lyle. Lyle was his life.
Gallant was one of 9 people on board the twin-engine Cessna that crashed last Saturday. He was providing security to 22-year-old R&B star Aaliyah Houghton, who was taping a music video in the Bahamas.
Early morning. What is it now, 6? We've been up since 3, doing hair and makeup to get the beautiful sunrise shot.
The coroner's report was brutal. Aaliyah suffered severe burns, a blow to the head, and was in such shock that survival was unthinkable. Her heart, already weak, couldn't withstand the trauma. But the pilot's autopsy raised more questions. Luis Morales had cocaine and alcohol in his system. He wasn't certified to fly the Cessna 402B. Just 12 days earlier, he'd pleaded no contest to cocaine possession. Was he a scapegoat or part of a larger plan?
So the whole situation was terrible, could have been avoided to me. And, you know, it was just an example of her being humble and her just doing what she got to do to get things done.
I know you had mentioned before, if you were there, no one would have gotten on that plane.
Nah.
Talk to me about that.
I was trying to stop the whole video shoot, you know. I had felt like, you know, they were shooting in Miami and we was all down there and it was a hype video shoot and I know what hype does. And I told her, I said, I bet you he's gonna say another day and then have y'all go someplace, spend a bunch of money, and then have you in a messed up situation in a bad plane in a bad hotel.
Conspiracy theories exploded after the crash. Some pointed to R. Kelly. Aaliyah's knowledge of his alleged crimes, later confirmed in his 2022 conviction for sex trafficking, made her a liability.
3 years ago, there was this terrible rumor out. What is the deal with you and R. Kelly? Are you all married or not?
No, I'm not married. Robert's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. He's a great producer, great artist who I do admire, and there's nothing there at all.
Others whispered about her uncle, Barry Hankerson, who managed her career and owned Blackground Records. Days before the crash, Hankerson reportedly took out a $90 million life insurance policy on Aaliyah and filed documents shielding his company from liability. Did he know something was coming?
Barry, when Aaliyah died for a wrongful death, he got paid $90 million for her death. Am I supposed to say that on TV? For $90 million for her death.
Was that just for his rights or whatever he owned?
What she would have been able to make if she hadn't have died.
Oh, okay. There was a lot of lawsuits.
I guess.
Then there's the wildest theory, the Illuminati. Some fans believe Aaliyah was sacrificed to clear the path for Beyoncé, who rose to superstardom soon after.
Miss Aaliyah, how you doing,
baby?
girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous. What are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry work.
I do not think that Beyonce would be as successful as she was if she didn't have Aaliyah as a blueprint.
They point to cryptic clues, like Aaliyah's Rock the Boat video, where she's seen underwater, symbolizing death. Far-fetched? Maybe. But the timing feels eerie. The industry is ruthless. Aaliyah was breaking free from her past, forging her own path with Timbaland and Missy Elliott.
I've got good friends, I've got beautiful family, and I've got a career that's blossoming and still growing. And I am truly blessed, and I thank God for his blessings every single chance I get.
Did that independence threaten someone's empire? The aftermath only deepens the mystery. Aaliyah's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Black Hawk, which settled out of court. Her music was locked in legal battles for years, controlled by Hankerson, until her catalog finally hit streaming platforms in 2021. Her legacy lived on, 3 posthumous Grammy nominations, a Barbie doll in her likeness, selling out in 30 minutes in 2025. But the questions remain. Why was the plane switched at the last minute? Why was an unqualified pilot hired? Why was Aaliyah drugged? The official story blames a tragic accident, but too many pieces don't fit. Was it negligence or something darker? Aaliyah's voice was silenced, but her story screams for answers. Let's talk about the industry. Hollywood and music are brutal machines. Black artists, especially women, face exploitation, manipulation, and betrayal. Aaliyah's early ties to R. Kelly exposed her to a predator's world. Her uncle's management raised questions about loyalty. Even Jay-Z, who partied with Aaliyah in 2000, was rumored to pursue her, sparking theories of rivalry with her boyfriend, Damon Dash. The industry thrives on control. Aaliyah was slipping out of its grip, becoming a global icon. Did someone decide she was too powerful? The crash feels like a puzzle with missing pieces, and the elites at the top know more than they're saying. Picture this. A young woman, full of dreams, steps off a plane in the Bahamas. She's laughing, dancing, filming her art. Hours later, she's gone. Her final moments are a blur of arguments, a tiny plane, and a mysterious pill. The world mourned Aaliyah, but the truth stayed buried. Was it an accident? A cascade of bad decisions? Or was it sabotage? A calculated move to extinguish a star who shone too bright? The honest American doesn't have all the answers, but we're asking the questions the media won't. Like, subscribe, and comment below. What do you think happened to Aaliyah? Was it an accident or something sinister? Let's keep her legacy alive and demand the truth.